In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on April 14, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Detroit Tigers vs. Kansas City Royals. The Detroit Tigers travel to face the Kansas City Royals in a battle of American League Central squads looking to make improvements in 2022. Detroit enters on the heels of consecutive series losses to the White Sox and Red Sox. 24-year-old Casey Mize gets the ball for the Tigers after a shaky first start in which he conceded 4 runs in 5 innings while taking the loss. The Royals enter after a rainout washed away their finale with St. Louis. Veteran Zack Greinke will take the hill on an extra day of rest. He was brilliant in his first start, spinning 5.2 innings of 1-run ball. The Tigers have lost 4 of their last 5, while the Royals have dropped 3 straight. Casey Mize will take the mound for Detroit after a disappointing first start that saw him give up 7 hits and 4 runs over 5 innings in a loss to the White Sox. Fortunately for Mize, the Royals' offense won't pack the same punch as the White Sox did. As a team, the Royals have struggled offensively so far, but Nicky Lopez and Salvador Perez are each hitting over .400 lifetime against Mize with more than 12 at-bats apiece. Brad Keller gets the start for the Royals, coming off a very impressive start against the Guardians in which he threw 6 scoreless innings, allowing only 2 hits and striking out 5. Keller looked very sharp in his first outing, finding an abundance of success with his slider that showed late bite. To date, he is the only pitcher to keep the MLB's most explosive offense of the Guardians in check. When read aloud, that statement sounds crazy. Both of these offenses rank in the bottom third in runs scored and batting average, so it will likely come down to who limits mistakes. Keller looked very comfortable on the mound in his first start, and the Kansas City bullpen has the benefit of an extra day's rest after their game against the Cardinals was postponed on Wednesday. Keller seems like the more reliable pitcher in this game. The Detroit Tigers are still in a slump offensively, and it makes them hard to back, especially on the road. Zack Greinke looked good in his season debut, and he's owned the Tigers throughout his career, which includes a .193 allowed batting average and 51 strikeouts and 225 at-bats against current hitters. The Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. Through the first week of the season, both these clubs have allowed more runs than any other teams in the American League. The Royals are allowing 11 runs per game over their last 3 games with a pitching staff that is reeling at the moment. Zack Greinke was torched by the Tigers last season, and despite a strong first start, he has not been an ace over the last 2 seasons with an ERA above 4. Casey Mize was not sharp in his first start and continues to develop, remaining vulnerable to the big inning against an improving Royals lineup. The Tigers have struggled against the Royals the last few years, and I expect that is going to be the case again in this game. Casey Mize looked awful in the first game, and he is going to be lit up again in this game for the Royals. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Cubs vs. Colorado Rockies. The Chicago Cubs and Colorado Rockies open up a 4-game series tonight in Denver. Chicago enters with a 3-2 record on the season and sits half a game back of the Cardinals in the National League Central. The Rockies are 4-1 to start the new campaign and hold a half-game lead over the Giants in the National League West. This will be the first of 7 games between these 2 teams this season. The Rockies are ranked 4th in the league this season against left-handed pitchers with a WOB of .391, and they have the 3rd highest via BIP at .390. Being that Justin Steele is a lefty with poor head-to-head stats against this Rockies lineup, Colorado should be able to put up a good amount of runs tonight. It's unlikely that either pitcher will go deep into this game, so there will be a hefty load on the bullpens. Colorado's bullpen is well rested with the off day yesterday, and they've been the better pen statistically. The Rockies relievers have posted the best ERA in baseball at just 0.78. That's impressive, especially since they hosted the Dodgers for a 3-game series last weekend. For comparison, Chicago's bullpen has a 3.6 ERA on the season. Freeland is going to need a bounce-back effort here, though. On opening day, Freeland wasn't quite himself with 5 earned in just 3.2 innings. Being at Coors Field didn't help obviously, but Freeland should match up better against the Cubs in this one. Speaking of the Cubs, they had a rough all-around game on Wednesday. I like Steele to put up another solid start here, but I don't think the Cubs offense will get the job done. So the Colorado Rockies money line is our full game side pick. The Rockies starter, Kyle Freeland, did not pitch well in his season debut against the Dodgers. He allowed 5 runs over 3.2 innings and allowed 7 base runners. The Cubs should be able to jump on him early and put up several runs against the lefty. On the flip side, the Rockies have been hitting the ball very well this season, especially against lefties. They're a top 5 team against LHP, and they've posted great numbers against Justin Steele over a 14 at-bat sample size. They've slashed .542, .542, and .729 against Steele. This game should see some runs as the Rockies return to Coors Field. The wind will be blowing out to right field between 5 and 12 miles per hour in this one as well. Ultimately, I do not trust either starting pitcher nor these bullpens. I think the Rockies lineup could put up 12 runs themselves, and the Cubs bats are looking for a breakthrough performance themselves. I like this game to turn into a slugfest. Over the projected total is our full game side pick. Cincinnati Reds versus Los Angeles Dodgers. It's a battle between a pair of National League foes on the diamond out in the City of Angels. The Cincinnati Reds are on the road as they kick off a 4-game series with the Los Angeles Dodgers Thursday night. Cincinnati was swept in a 2-game interleague series at home as they were beaten 7-3 by the Guardians Wednesday afternoon in their previous contest. Los Angeles swept a 2-game interleague series on the road as they dropped the Twins 7-0 Wednesday afternoon. Last season, the team split 6 meetings with the road team taking 4 of the matchups. In the most recent series between the teams, the Dodgers took 2 of 3 at the Great American Ballpark September 17 to 19, 2021. This game looks like a mismatch on paper with the Dodgers trotting out their ace to face a weaker lineup and opener Luis Cessa. Despite just a 1-3 record in his career against the Reds, Buehler has pitched well with a 3.23 ERA. Look for him to make quick work of a lineup whose 2 best hitters remain mired in slumps. On the other side, the Dodgers offense has scored 7 runs each of the last 2 nights and looks poised to feast on the Reds bullpen. The Dodgers are playing at home for the first time this season, and the fans at Dodger Stadium will be pumped to see their home team in action. This is an opener for the Cincinnati Reds, and I usually shy away from bullpen games as you have to rely on way too many arms to get the job done. The Los Angeles Dodgers have one of the better pitchers in the league on the mound, and Buehler had a 2.05 ERA and .192 allowed batting average in 123 innings at home last season. Throw in the Dodgers offense, and I really like the Dodgers in this matchup with their ace on the mound and being at home. The Dodgers averaged 7 runs per game in their last series, while the Reds averaged 4, so the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Cincinnati comes into this game having seen the over post a 4-1-1 mark in their 6 games on the season. The Reds have seen an average total of 9.83 runs per game in those contests, and went over in each of their last 2 contests. Cincinnati has to contend with a Dodgers team that has plenty of pop in the lineup, as evidenced by the back-to-back jacks in the 8th inning against Minnesota. Los Angeles has been an under machine early as the under has posted a 3-1-1 mark in their 5 games. The Dodgers have seen an average total of 8.4 runs per game so far this season. Playing at home last season, the Dodgers were 7th in the majors with 5.06 runs per contest. The Dodgers are capable of covering the total single-handedly on any given night, and this is a great spot for them to have another big night at the plate. The forecast at game time is 64 degrees with slight wind to right center, so nothing that would significantly affect the total. Even though the Reds are only hitting .198 as a team, they're finding enough ways to manufacture runs and rank in the top third of the league in runs scored. The Dodgers could have a huge night, and the Reds have been chippy enough to put some runs up. Look for Los Angeles to take advantage of mediocre pitching to help push this one over the number. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.